Hello everybody, it's your favorite hero Chris Nest here with another reaction video. I know someone's gonna comment this. Yes, I know I'm late. I ain't sure how to make announcements until next video and shit, but I did record Ganon versus Dracula. So I goofed. There's two buttons on the OBS. One is start recording and the other one is preview stream. I had somehow accidentally only clicked preview stream thinking I was recording. So I had gone through the entire video only to find out I had recorded none of the reaction. And y'all know I'm not gonna give you fake shit. So I wasn't gonna go rewatch it and then I'm just gonna copy my reaction. No, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not gonna do that. That would just kind of be bad. But with it being said, I'm hopefully gonna get back into this. College is starting to calm down, and this one I'm actually very excited about. I hope Mob wins. I will be brokenhearted if he doesn't, because Mob is one of my favorite anime characters of all time, and I would really rather not watch him get brutally murdered by some lolly in a green dress. But with that being said, we're going to watch this, okay? The original, of course, is in the description, so go watch the original before you come watch it with me. That's how this goes usually. And that's about it, really. With that being said, guys, I'll go ahead and press play and we'll just get watching. Like I said, hope Mob wins. This is Death Battle. Also, I'm sorry my voice may sound a little weird. I think I'm coming down with a cold.
There are
So I
plenty
may
of
sound a little
talented people
nasally.
in the world, but even then, only a select few have the honor of being called prodigy.
But being a prodigy can get to one's head. Or one's head, if you know what I'm saying. Because the guy who made both these characters is called one. So, yeah.
Mob, the reluctant psychic powerhouse from Mob Psycho 100.
And Tatsumaki, the fearless, ferocious Esper from One Punch Man. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh, it's sprite fight too. Okay, so it's not hand drawn like I thought it was
As a
going to be.
citizen of Seasoning City, you would probably be familiar with the local criminal group Claw.
Maybe even the famous sex symbol and so-called greatest psychic of the century, Reagan.
But you probably wouldn't think twice about this plain-looking boy with a bowl cut.
It's still one of my favorite animes I've ever
Long story short,
watched.
he's a pretty unremarkable student of Salt Middle School. He's the kid you picked last for dodgeball. He's just sort of there, taking up space and stealing your air.
The kanji in his name can even be misread as mob, which means bland and boring.
Naturally, everybody calls him that.
So you might be surprised to learn that he accidentally took over a local gang, unintentionally founded his own cult, and is an incredibly powerful psychic warrior.
The
Don't get
cult
it
is the
mixed up.
one that
This
shot
isn't
me
your
the
typical
most.
Superhero secret identity shenanigans. Bob doesn't
That was
really
so
give a shit about
absurd.
any of these things. He's just out
How
there
do you
trying to
accidentally
fit in by
start your
joining
own
the
cult?
Body Improvement Club, which he sucks horribly at. Oh, come on, man. Running's not that hard. Take it from me, and I've got a shotgun for a leg.
Still, when his life is in danger or his friends need protecting, Mob's psychic ability manifests as something truly phenomenal.
He's mega
Yeah.
powerful. He might not be able to run a mile without fainting, but he totally can if he boosts his body psychically. He can fly through the air, fling objects all over the place, throw psychic energy attacks, lift giant buildings, cause city-spinning earthquakes, whip up huge twisters, and more.
He's not just an offensive powerhouse, he can mold his psychic energy around his body as a shield. While this isn't an uncommon technique in Mob's world, it's incredibly useful for him in particular, as he's one of the few psychics who can actually attack and defend simultaneously.
Like when
Yeah.
he was fighting a bunch of evil spirits all at once. Oh, talk about weird looking. Wiz, you sure he's not just like tripping balls or something?
No, but you're kind of on the right track. These psychic powers are directly linked to emotions. The more sad, angry, rejected, and so on that you feel, the more powerful your psychic abilities become.
Hey, Wiz, punch me.
What?
Punch me! I need to get really angry so I can do psychic stuff. Really? I can hit harder than you. Wow, you think it'll work if I'm just so embarrassed about having a friend like you? Wow.
Regardless, the fact that Mob's psychic powers are drawn from his emotions is a conundrum in and of itself.
Nice.
See, when Mob was a child, an attempt to use his powers wound up injuring his younger brother. This tragedy would scar Mob forever, terrifying him of his own ability. As a result, he suppressed his emotions for years.
But just like a needy ex, they'd still boil up in bad situations. Us readers got to see them rise with a handy percentage counter. When it hits 100%, Mob goes all out like a Super Saiyan. He can even absorb psychic energy while in 100 mode.
But that's not Mob's limit, far from it. Suppressing his powers had an unprecedented effect on his psyche. His power became an entity of its own within Mob's mind, representative of his
the question
self.
mark form.
And when things get real bad, it takes over his body in a blind rage. Or
That thing
blind
doesn't
sadness,
have a fucking
whatever he's
limit,
feeling
I
at
don't
the time.
think.
In this unmeasurable state, Mob's true prowess is revealed, and it's extraordinary. His sheer psychic aptitude increases at an alarming rate, including his absorption ability.
My powers are being sucked in by Kageyama. All of the
Oh,
energy in the atmosphere.
yeah, what stops him
Are you
from just
telling me
doing
this
that to
vessel is able
Tatsumaki?
handle this much?
And while he is often unconscious while his inner
Yeah,
self
he'll
takes
just
over,
take all of her
his
powers,
questionable
won't he?
state will continue trying to achieve whatever
And
his
then
most
just proceed
recent
to
objective
delete her.
may be, whether that's taking on the criminal organization Claw or confessing how he feels to his crush.
All right, I get it. The guy's super strong. So let's figure out just how much psychic power he's got bottled up. Check this out. While smashing this ugly joke through a building, he went from 0 to kick-ass so fast he caught fire.
Taking this feat literally, to get this result he would have to be reaching an ablation speed over 5 times the speed of sound.
Fast, but not as fast as a bolt of lightning, which he was quick enough to catch with his shield.
That's not all. In his duel with Claw's
Holy
boss,
shit.
Toichiro, Mob took this huge crushing hit, scaling this massive handprint crater to a nearby building, that one, and applying the resulting fragmentation of rock. We found Mob survived an attack worth over 80 tons of TNT.
Nah,
That's without his
small
shield,
time
'cause his
for
shield
In the
broke.
same fight,
So he took
psycho
that
lifted
raw
hundreds
and
of
survived.
buildings into the air. Look at that thing! Suddenly, I have an unshakable urge to go play Katamari Damacy.
Holy shit.
Somehow, these things will make some stars.
Ahem, not only is that millions of tons of stone and concrete, but simply creating this orb pushed away the clouds.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Guys, that's not impressive. Clouds are just fluffy balls of cotton candy. Now I hear you. I thought so too. But turns out that's not true at all. Unfortunately, to move clouds in real life, you need
Yeah.
a frickin' hydrogen bomb.
So it's quite impressive when on another occasion, Mob gathered all these clouds himself. By measuring the area and multiplying by average cloud density, this feat comes out to around 30 gigatons of
Holy
TNT.
shit.
20 times the combined destructive capabilities of all the nuclear warheads in the world.
Granted, Mob isn't all powerful. For example, once while absorbing an explosive attack, he reached a definitive limit, though he compensated by redirecting all that psychic energy into some broccoli seeds, with interesting results.
Oh man, it's gonna be hard to hide that one under the table.
In time, Mob eventually reconnected with his repressed self, fully accepting his past and his powers.
So look out, he may look like a total dork, but this is one middle schooler you don't want to try
Yeah.
stealing lunch money from.
Can you feel it? Rage burning in me.
In a world
Mob's
filled with
fucking
monsters
scary
and
when he
villains
wants to
which
be.
threaten the
That's all
survival
I'm
of
gonna say
humanity on a
about that.
daily basis,
But he's
it's a
one of my
stroke of
favorite
luck that
characters
mankind has its
ever.
fair share of saviors in the form
I
of
love Mob.
superheroes.
And some of these heroes are so powerful they can crush all the baddies without even laying a finger on them.
These are espers, superhumans who possess powerful psychic abilities.
And one of them is a girl named Tatsumaki. What the? Is that real? Why did she have cinnamon rolls stuck on her face?
Well, let's just say one is more well known for his excellent storytelling than, say, his art. Regardless, Tatsumaki's psychic abilities
Oh, I
were
love it.
extraordinary, even at a young age. So much so, she was taken from her family to be detained and studied at a research facility.
I didn't know the
She was
manga looked
7
that
years
bad,
old.
I'm not gonna lie.
So, not the best childhood, obviously. Lucky for her, she got out thanks to a surprise rescue by the hero called Blast. Who blasts things, I guess? No one really knows.
Either way, Blast's rescue changed Tatsumaki's life forever, and he left her with one very important lesson. When the time comes, don't expect someone to save you.
That's kinda harsh. He is supposed to
But,
be
I
a
mean, it's harsh
superhero,
but
right?
true.
Whether it be she was inspired by his heroism or torn by his contradiction, Tatsumaki decided to take up hero work for herself. Thus, she took up the mantle, Tornado of Terror.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Doesn't that sound more like a supervillain name? And you
I mean,
might
it
mistake her
does.
for one too, cause she's kind of a brat.
Well, she is the best at what she does, and she knows it. So she often seems arrogant and rude. With her psychokinesis, she often floats above her opponents, looking down on them literally and figuratively.
Her favorite thing to do is throw rocks at people. Big rocks, small rocks, rocks from outer space, doesn't matter. If it's vaguely
Yeah,
rock
didn't she
shaped,
pull a
it's
fucking
flying
meteor
at you.
from the sky
But she
onto,
doesn't
like, a dinosaur-like
discriminate.
monster?
She's also fine throwing
I
other
remember
things
that.
like trains, schools, people, even a giant octopus.
Not only that, but she can alter the direction of gravity, create town-spanning barriers, twist up a human body, cause magnitude
Ugh, what
8
the
level
fuck?
earthquakes, and spin up enormous whirlwinds. Fitting for her namesake.
And that's not even half of it. She's the most powerful Esper of them all, even better than her older sister, Fubuki.
Actually, that's her younger sister.
Wait, what?
The
Man,
fuck?
anime's real confusing.
But given her past, even with
Yeah,
her
I thought
sister
that was her
beside
older
her,
sister,
Tatsumaki
too.
has some serious trust
Makes
issues.
no sense at
She
all.
doesn't even want Fubuki to have friends. Chill out, lady. Friends are important. Right, Wiz?
Sorry, what?
Oh. Well, he had his chance.
Anyway, manipulating objects and organisms is only part of her skill set. Tatsumaki's power truly shines when it comes to precision.
Oh yeah, she's so talented, she can use her crazy mind power to have full control over television!
Yeah, sure, but that's not really what I had in mind.
Change! Change!
Well, Tatsumaki has some level of control over a person's chi, or as it's known in traditional Chinese culture, vital life force. If she can overpower her opponent, she can use their own chi to disable or even kill them.
I did it! I'm psychic!
Against other espers, she can spiral her own energy to
Keyword
redirect
there
theirs,
is
and even
overpowered,
suppress their powers in
and
an
that's kind of
instant.
up in the air if she can
Lady
do that to
Tornado
Mob or
can
not once he
block
breaks
their
his limits.
psychicness whenever she wants, so long as they're a weaker Esper than her, which basically means everyone. One Punch Man, meet the One Thought Woman. Seriously, this chick is so powerful she pulled a meteor from outer space.
Yeah, I knew it.
Well, while that move is pretty well known, it technically is not canon to the original source material. However, that doesn't mean it's off the table, as it turns out her other accomplishments prove she's more than powerful enough to pull it off.
Just look at her lifting up
Okay,
this.
so it's not canon
What
technically.
am I looking at here?
Good question. Thankfully,
But
one was
her
kind
feats
enough
have
to
proved that
include
she
these
can
lovely
do it.
labels
Okay, that's
identifying
understandable.
Z-City and an underground hideout. Now, Tatsumaki is psychokinetically lifting the entire hideout, which was previously stated to reach over 1,500 meters deep. As for
Damn.
the city, the world of One Punch Man is based on real-life locations in Tokyo. So at the very least, we could compare Z-City to a smaller district like Ginza, which consists of about 215 acres. With the
Okay.
size of an average building in that district in mind, and thus scaling the building to the hideout and then to Ginza, we found that Tatsumaki must be lifting over 3 billion tons of rock.
That's like lifting the entire
Damn.
Great Wall of China 62 times. More than powerful enough to pull a meteor from the sky.
When the alien invader Boros attacked
But didn't
City A
Mob
with a
lift,
hailstorm
like,
of giant bullets, she was
I believe it
fast
was like
enough to
30
stop them
megatons
in midair and turn
of
them
force?
back on the enemy ship. Scaling these
So I
bullets
remember
to
it
the
was like
height of a
20
human
times
and
power-
gauging by the
more
amount of
powerful than
damage
any,
they
like,
could
nuclear
cause,
bomb.
The bullets must have been moving 1,800 times faster than sound.
She's tough enough to survive an attack that's 300 times the Earth's gravity, which probably explains why she could push through crazy G-forces while flying and fighting against the One Punch Man himself, Saitama.
By looking at the distance they flew in such a short time frame, they were likely moving more than 36 times the speed of sound.
Which is awesome, but she still didn't win the fight.
It was actually a rather humbling experience for her, finally realizing that perhaps she isn't the most powerful person alive.
I mean, all Espers have limits, including Tatsumaki. Their psychic power drains them of energy, so they can get worn out to a point where they can't do their psycho magic for a while.
Also, she generally has to focus exclusively on either offense or defense. So when she's on the attack, her guard is lowered. something a skilled enough
Oh, I feel like
opponent
that's
can
gonna be
certainly take
key here.
advantage of.
Mob
Also,
can do
should an
both
Esper
easily,
like Tatsumaki
but she
suffer
can't.
a serious head injury, their powers become more difficult to use.
Oh,
So maybe she's
that's
not quite
kind
the
of crippling,
unstoppable
wouldn't you
goddess
think?
she thought she was. And after getting that memo, she finally loosened up a bit. She even let her sis hang out with her friends instead of throwing them into a wall or something. Aw,
Yet, at the end of the day, the idea that anyone could even hope to match the Tornado of Terror's pure psychic power seems laughable.
You disgust me. Get lost.
What's with the attitude from this lost child?
This lost child.
All right, the combatants are set.
I still hope Mob.
The data through all
Please,
possibilities.
Mob, win.
But first, my mental powers are telling me that some of you are hungry.
And of course, we skip the ad to go right into the battle. I'm not gonna stop you all this. I hope Mob wins. I'm praying to God Mob wins because I'll cry if he doesn't.
I'm lost.
Please
What are you
win,
doing,
Mob.
Dummy? Get out of here.
Can you help me? Do you go to the middle school here?
Middle school? Know your place.
Okay. He just doesn't care. I love it.
You shouldn't use your powers on others.
You think you're impressive? I'll crush you in 5 seconds flat.
Nope. His shield's not broken, I don't think, yet. So he's still guarding against her. Damn, good animation, though. Oh, shit. Okay. Come on, Mob, get up. And she's fucked.
Time to teach you a lesson.
What?
By the way, just so you know, this is your fault.
See, I'm predicting what's going to happen is at some point he's going to take her powers and just win. Because she's going to be powerless. That is honestly what I think is going to end up happening. Because I don't think she's going to overpower him once he hits the question mark form. Once that comes out, I think she just straight up loses. Yep, she can't hurt him. Wow, she is really trying to kill him. Holy shit.
How easy.
And he's still alive. Yeah, this is where she loses. This is when I believe she loses. I don't think she wins here. Come on, Mob. Come on, Mob.
Think you're a big shot? Try this.
There's the hit to the head. He's gonna take her powers and he's just gonna kill her. Come on, Mob. Come on, Mob.
You should pay more attention.
He just... Is he dead?
Nobody beats
No!
Whoa, that was crazy! I thought for sure Mob would win with his sucking power.
This was an incredibly close match.
Damn it,
Honestly, if we were to
no!
fight 100 more
Bob,
times, Mob could
please!
reasonably win 40 or so of them.
But we're not here to find out who wins 40% of the time. Mob had tons of awesome abilities, which gave Tatsumaki a hard
And
time.
I'm
but
heartbroken.
She still had the stuff to pull off a win more times than not.
Right. First of all, Tatsumaki had a notable advantage when it came to training and experience.
She's a top-ranked superhero who was trained from 7 years old, fighting a middle schooler who never wanted to use his powers in the first place.
She was faster too, given her
That makes
reaction
sense.
against Boros' bullets moving over 617,000 meters per second.
Sure, Mob reacted to friggin' lightning, but believe it or not, that's still technically slower.
See, a lightning bolt technically has two different speeds to consider. First for the slower liter of ionized air going down, and second for the faster flash going up. Given that Mob was reacting to a projectile moving down towards him, this can only mean he was reacting to the leader, which moves 98,000 meters per second, more than
Oh.
6 times slower than Tatsumaki.
So, even though Mob had the edge of being able to attack and defend at the same time, Tatsumaki was a lot quicker than him. So she could switch between attacking and defending fast enough to counter Mob whenever she really needed to.
Still, that alone doesn't mean Mob couldn't have eventually scored a fatal blow. All of this would mean nothing if Tatsumaki couldn't overpower Mob's absorbing shield.
His awesome power of suck!
Right, we know Mob's sucking shield had a limit given how he was forced to transfer absorbed energy into those seeds, growing a massive head of broccoli in an instant.
Yeah.
We can actually use this broccoli to get a general idea of Mob's absorbing limits. Broccoli typically requires 143 kilojoules of energy to grow 1/10 of a kilogram's worth. Scaling this giant one to the nearby buildings, we found it to be 21 million times larger than the average broccoli.
Shit.
This means Mob must have transferred enough energy to equate to about 1.6 megatons of TNT.
Yeah, but how about the energy Tatsumaki used to stop and redirect those giant bullets? Those things are huge, solid shells with no explosive component, given how Saitama here was able to crush one without triggering a big kaboom. And they could wipe out a whole city.
We're shown that the shells destroyed most of City A in one shot, and we can see how much damage they dealt to Boros' ship when Tatsumaki turned them around. With this data in mind, the height of Boros' ship, and the already calculated bullet speed, we determined the energy she displayed here must have equaled at least 470 gigatons of TNT.
Way more than Mob's big cloud feet, and more than enough to shatter his shield all at once. Tatsumaki was just too damn powerful. And it's not like Mob could absorb giant rocks thrown at him either.
Certainly, Mob's unique powers were generally passive and defensive, whereas Tatsumaki's were better suited to precision strikes and deadly blows.
Yeah.
Once Mob's barrier was down, she had plenty of options for wrapping things up, whether it be blocking his psychic power, controlling his chi, or simply crushing him herself.
And her powers weren't dependent on her feelings, so she was always at full strength, no matter what the situation was.
Mob certainly had the skill and ability to put up an incredibly close fight, but Tatsumaki's experience, speed, and
I'm
power
so
put an
sad.
end
I
to
wanted
this
Bob to
prodigious
win
battle.
so
She just
bad.
had the experience she needed.
The winner is Tatsumaki.
Damn it. Stupid lolly wins.
Hey, thanks for watching this episode of Death
I'm not
Battle. If
happy.
you want the battle music for yourself, you can get by clicking the link down
I'm
below.
not happy.
And you can check
I'm
out more
really
of our stuff
not.
right over there.
Who's
have a
next?
death battle season without Deadpool, right?
Oh,
Deadpool,
no.
right?
Deadpool, right?
Hey, Boomstick.
Yeah, Wiz.
I think I might know a way to get rid of Deadpool once and for all.
What? Oh my god. Next time's going to be an absolute shitstorm of chaos. The Mask? Now, I've only seen the movie, but I have heard what people have said he has done. That his backstory is a bit more fucked up and violent. But I also know the Mask is basically a walking cartoon character with cartoon physics. I believe so. So, the fact they just said, let's kill Deadpool, are they already kind of confirming that Deadpool's going to lose here? Because they just say, hey, Boomstick. Yeah, Wiz, I think I know a way to get rid of Deadpool. So now the goal is just find somebody who can kill Deadpool. But regardless, I'm sad Mob lost. I'm happy he appeared in Death Battle, but I'm sad he got his ass beat. I was really confident once he hit the question mark percentage that he would just overpower her, but Jesus, she had a lot more than they let on. You win some, you lose some. It's disappointing, but yeah, once during winter break, I hope to get my next Weird Titans Clash out eventually, hopefully. The Bakugo versus Mustang. God, that one's got so many variants in it. Sorry, I'm getting off track, but if y'all like this video, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see some more videos. I will hopefully get more consistent uploads going. Planning a playthrough, hopefully, with a friend. You'll see. It's going to be something kind of unique, but you'll see. With that said, I want each and every one of you to stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.